If you got something that you want, what is stopping you from getting it? An awakening that you should have, kind of a self-reflective awakening where you can actually understand the fact that you're not just floating through space in your life. Oh man, you gotta realize that you're in complete control, right? You're behind the wheel every day.
Life is filled with cracks. Cracks are tragedies, our setbacks, our challenges. But it's through the cracks that the light gets in. So the truth is we have to look at pain and suffering not as something we invite and welcome, but if it does come our way, you have to see it as the ability for a new birthing, for like a paradigm shift. And all paradigm shifts happen through some disruption.
You go higher, you go even more alone. Because nobody is willing anymore to invest their energy in going higher. Because it's becoming more difficult.
People don't realize is that when you walk through your journey of life, it's education. The world is your teacher. But the thing is, not all of us have the courage to live this life because we're afraid of failures. We're afraid of mistakes. We're afraid of hardships because that's survival mindset. But what if I were to tell you to place it all on the line, bet it all over your own existence to live your truth? Because through my struggles, I found my truth.
The actions that you take, the choices that you make, the decisions that you make determine who you are.
We're the ones who get to die. We're the lucky ones. You only get to die for having lived. Most people who could ever exist will never even be born. You won the lottery. Most people will never even know there was a lottery.
I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad. Please take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era.
Life is not going to get easier. It's just that your mind and your body become more resistant, more strong. Same situation, more relaxed. Why? Because you finally start to find a solution that is within your reach, within your hands.
Life is like a puzzle. Life is like pieces of things that go through your life. Images that are small fragments if someone sees them individually. But for you, you realize they're part of a bigger picture. If people knew all the things that you had survived so far, things that you've been through, if they only saw the big picture of your life, instead of hating on you, instead of dismissing you or disrespecting you, they would stand and give a standing ovation that you could even stand after all you've been through. But the reason why you survived is because there's something inside of you that is being transformed so that everyone else can see that every caterpillar can become a butterfly. But you gotta come out of the cocoon.
Each and every one of you got a vision, man. And you know it. A vision to do more, be more. And as I said earlier, your next level might not be upward, but inward. That vision has been given to you. But a lot of us, we discredit ourselves so much of the not enoughs. I'm not enough for this, I'm not enough for that. Congratulations. Maybe you're not supposed to be enough for certain things because certain things aren't enough for you. Maybe you're not supposed to be enough for that job because there's a job greater for you. Maybe some doors have to close in your life so you can walk through the better doors that are meant for your life. Maybe sometimes you gotta get some no's that don't make no sense to walk into your yes. I've learned this in life. Rejection is the ultimate protection. Rejection is just redirection for what God has for your life. You are a choice away from a new beginning and a commitment away from a new life.
If you're an underdog, man, the beauty of being someone who has to go through struggle, the beauty, because you get that. If there's no struggle, there's no struggle, then it's nothing. There's no journey. There's no journey.
Life is, if you're growing and you're talented and you're gifted, like your talent, your skill can get you out of certain problems. right? And then you get to a certain point in life, you hit a certain level of adversity and opposition, and your advantage becomes your disadvantage. And if you ain't built right, if you ain't cut right, it's going to annihilate you.
Everything can become possible if you find the way to translate what is in the mind into action, because this transformation makes things come to us.
You got to come out of hiding. You got to come out of being silent. You got to stop being on mute. You got to open up your mouth and let out a loud sound that says, I am still here. I am still standing in spite of what I've gone through. You see, you can be in spite, or you can live with spite. When you live with spite and anger and frustration about the things that have been done to you, you miss out on all the beautiful blessings of the lessons that were taught to you. If you don't have any adversity, then you will have no story.
Fear limits you, but every day, just push it a little farther.
A choice away from a new beginning and a commitment away from a new life.
Loser can keep on going if he continues to win. A champion is the person who gets spit on, flicked out, pushed down, said they don't belong here, but yet they rise. A champion keeps a promise to the one they love the most. A champion doesn't allow the conditions or circumstances to influence. They influence the person they wish to be by the actions they take every day. And a champion lives by a powerful code.